what's in old-fashioned again? That's like whiskey and hey, whiskey, maybe a bit of lemon. I should probably know if I'm referencing it. But to be honest, my go-to cocktail to make myself is actually a margarita or a margarita. Toitū te tiriti, toitū te manawa, toitū e ne iwi, toitū te whenua, toitū te tiriti, toitū te manawa, toitū e ne iwi kia u ki te kaupapa. Toitū te tiriti, obviously that's uphold the treaty, long live the treaty. A manawa can mean heart, but it can also mean like courage and like being brave. I'm pretty sure. We'll check Māori dictionary after this. So that's also just about our connection as well with the treaty. It's like part of us, you know, it's part of our courage and everything. Nē iwi is talking about the tribes of Aotearoa, how we're all coming together under this kaupapa, which I think is one of the good things of all this is that we have, you know, all come together under kotahitanga and for this kaupapa. Toitū te whenua is like, yeah, the land remains, uphold the land as well. It's also about the connection with everything from the people to the treaty to right now. We stay strong to the kaupapa. We stay strong to the reason why we're doing this. Kaupapa is a hard one to translate. It's just like everyone knows what kaupapa means if you're an Aotearoa, or a lot of people do. But having to explain it, it's tough. But you know what I mean. It's the kaupapa, you know. My money young, but I'm sipping old-fashioned. Think they in front, but they already lapped them. They want to know how I cashed in, cause I'm mihi hard and I got that passion. You know, if you got young money, that's like, it means you don't really come from money. It means you're like self-made. I built this, you know, with the help of my friends and everything. You know, I'm mihi hard, you know, I'm like one of the hardest working, consistent artists in Aotearoa, I think. Like, you know, a lot of people have their little like moments of doing heaps and then they'll just go quiet for like years. Me, I'm like just flipping consistent. Like I release an album a year for 4 years. I release like at least 6 singles per year plus a few remixes and collabs. So like, yeah, I really do mihi hard. I really be about that. Parties I'm crashing, old politics still Māori bashing. Still gal wanna give me that gashing, cause I'm the Don like Don McGlashin. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me. If you don't know who Don McGlashin is, you should do your research on Aotearoa music, because he's one of the Dons. He's one of the Dons of Aotearoa music, and I'm trying to be one of the Dons of Aotearoa music one day. Uncle Ray is gonna be talking about Uncle Ray, Koro Ray in 20, 30 years from now. Well, that's the goal anyway. It's a pretty funny song to like reference in like a, you know, bilingual, like trappy kaupapa rap banger, but like, you know, it's a banger too. Come anchor me, think we sold the land for some blankets, please. Land back till the land is free. You can never take away my language, G. Whakangaro I tō mori karika, whakangaro I tō kino e hika, kupu whakaiti nā e kira. Think we sold the land for some blankets. Obviously that's a bit of a reference to early land sales in Aotearoa that were fully shoddy and stuff like that. Ones from like the New Zealand company that were really, you know, ripping people off and not giving the fair payment for land sales, and also just, you know, cheating a lot of chiefs out of their land. So that's a reference to that. Like, you think we did this for some blankets? Now bolt, land back. Obviously we might lose the land, we might lose a lot of things, but you can't take away the reo, you can't take away our power to speak up and speak out against things that have happened. And that's why I flick into Māori here too, because it's like, you can't take away my language, you can't take away my voice, and then boom, I start flicking into reo, which is cool. That's like, get out of here with your bigotry, get out of here with you being an asshole. Like, we don't have time for that, we don't have time for that negativity. Like, your belittling words, like, that's all talk. We don't hear that, we don't hear that. We ain't got time for that. Don't come for me and my ancestors, please. Find out and see how my ancestors be. You know, like, fuck around and find out, see what happens. Some of the biggest protests in Aotearoa history. That's what happens when you fuck around with the treaty, you know? Pick someone else to pick on, because this isn't gonna go well for you. I've been having mood swings, might go cop me some new things, share it with the whānau youthlings, that's just how we do things. Mood swings. When my friends heard that, they're just making fun of me about that line, but I think it's a vibe. Youthlings, that's about giving back to the rangatahi, giving back to the next generation, which is a super important part of being an artist, especially as I start to get a bit older. I love making up new words in songs, Youthlings, that's not a word. It's definitely not a word. You know, it's not just all about what we can take, what we can get for ourselves. It's about thinking more whānau vibes. It's about thinking more community vibes. It's about thinking what we can share with each other. Swear I was born impatient. Swear I was born to say shit. I hit him, try call, just hating. Tell him I'm on vacation. Bro, I'm in Kelly, I'm fornicating. Want me to shoot on location. I'm a waka, I'm navigating. Already know I'm a chief. I don't need your validation. I've been to Cali a couple times. I've been to California. I can make a California reference if I want to. I love like just incorporating whakaaro Māori into my songs whenever I can. You know, Polynesians have been some of the most successful navigators for thousands of years, so like it's cool to shout that out and also, you know, continue on that tradition. We're navigating our own paths here. We're navigating into, you know, navigating my way in the music industry. That's hard enough as it is, but like it's in the whakapapa, so we're gonna be good. I already know I'm a chief, you don't need to tell me. You know, I've been singing about this rangatiratanga stuff for like a long time in my music, like 10 years now, so I already know I'm a chief. I don't need you to tell me. It's in here. Being a chief comes from here, not from out there. Kapai. And we done with waiting. Like how you tell my people the cons, we need to have a conversation. First you come for the patch of land, then you come for the patches, man. Pack them up in the back of vans, make another broken family, damn. You know, as far as we've come as a country, Māori still have a very high incarceration rate in Aotearoa, so like, it's a little bit of a nod to that and say like, that's just an example of how things are still a bit up, you know, and how we still have to right the wrongs of the past. If we were all good and things were super equal, then we wouldn't have to do the shit to like try to lift us up, but we still need to do some shit to try to lift us up, so. Equality feels like oppression to those that are in power positions, to those that are in privileged positions. So when you're in that privileged position and so you see someone doing something to help someone up, you think that's like pushing you down, but really it's just to rectify what's happened in the past. So yeah, that's that. That's some of the whakaaro behind the kupu in my waiata Toitū. Honestly, it's been like super humbling for me to see how people have used it over the past few weeks and all the hikoi and everything. It's been like, I really wanted this waiata to have its little cultural moment, and I think like it's had its cultural moment now, and so I'm happy to do a song like this and help support the kaupapa. We can't always be at all the hikoi, we can't always be out there doing everything, but I can still be in the studio supporting and sending my tautoko and aroha to everyone that is out there in the streets and on the front lines. So aroha nui ki a koutou, Toitū te tiriti as gyao.